Last night I watched a film, and I was a little tired to do the review before I went to bed, so I'm doing it now. This was Blondie of the Follies. It's directed by Edmund Goulding. It's produced by Marion Davies, and it's written by the dream team of Anita Loos and Frances Marion. Starring, obviously, producer Marion Davies, uh, as well as Billie Dove in one of her last performances, and Robert Montgomery, with a tidbit of Jimmy Durante in the middle and Zazu Pitts. Not enough Zazu Pitts, to be honest. So Marion Davies and Billie Dove are friends. They've lived in the tenement together. Billie Dove has introduced herself to some men, and she's like telling Marion that she's gonna head off to the Follies and be a big star. And Marion's like, "This is not okay. They're gonna take advantage of you." And Billie's just like, "I gotta get out of here." So first they have a cat fight where they literally like rip each other's dresses because, obviously that's how friends act. Then Billie goes off, and a while, some time goes by, and like Marion, they've used the money for her new dress to pay for the rent because her father is ill, and it's just really stressful. And her sister, played by Zazu Pitts, and her husband and their kid live with the family, and it's just very, 1932 Depression-era tenement stress, right? So Billie Dove comes back on Mother's Day to visit her mom, and Marion is like, "Oh shit, let's go hang out." And she gets sort of sucked into this world because of Robert Montgomery, obviously. So then there's like fighting because Billie Dove loves Robert Montgomery, or does she? I don't know. Robert Montgomery has fallen for Marion Davies, supposedly for real, as opposed to his like play in the field. And now Marion, this like sweet, innocent girl who's now part of the Follies, has to, deal with like people who sleep with each other and what that means, and what are commitments, and going to speakeasies and drinking when you shouldn't, both because you're probably too young, but also it's the prohibition and all kinds of shenanigans, and like letting men pay for your apartment but without marrying them, and all kinds of stuff. That's kind of the rest of the film. Except then there's like, I'm just gonna go full on spoil. I'm sorry. She like breaks her leg because they're all drunk, and they do this like crazy whip on the stage, and she just goes flying off and breaks her leg, and it's nuts. And it's so broken that she's gonna be like limping for the rest of her life. But then Robert Montgomery like charges in at 3 a.m. with all these doctors to be like, "We can re-break your leg and fix you if you marry me." And it's like, oh my god, what? And also earlier, when Marion and Billie are really having it out, like they fight and fall into the water from a yacht. So the thing about this movie, it's got a lot of shenanigans going on, a lot of pre-code costumes, a lot of sass. You got this movie with a very strong female lead. She's the producer. You got these two great women writing, Anita Loos, Frances Marion, and you have so many regressive ideas and so many just horrible, like, paternalistic ways in which Robert Montgomery is talking to Marion Davies about how she's this sweet, innocent little girl, and he wants to protect her forever, and all kinds of just really gross shit. And it's like, I know these women can write much more forward-thinking things, because I've seen some of their work that's a lot more forward-thinking for 1932. And then you get to this, and you're like, what? This is so from 1932. So I'm not saying like it's terrible because it doesn't fit modern standards. Obviously, it's from 1932. But even for 1932, it's like really regressive. That said, it is highly entertaining. And there's a moment where at a party, Marion Davies and Jimmy Durante recreate the scene between Garbo and John Barrymore in Grand Hotel, also directed by Edmund Goulding from the previous year. And it's great, and because Marion Davies does great impersonations, like that's impressions, there we go. That's what she's really great at that. And Jimmy Durante is so funny doing his great profile. So there's so much in this movie that's fun and entertaining and interesting. And then there's so much in this movie that is regressive and terrible. And like, this is why women get, like, women fighting against each other are why we can't progress forward. And so it's a fascinating film, both because it's entertaining and amazingly pre-code, and also because it is so, like, you'd hope we've moved forward. But then 2017, we have this movie Unforgettable coming out, and it is the same plot. Okay, not the same plot, but basically the same sort of regressive women against each other fighting over a man. And it makes you wonder, like, I guess we just keep repeating these same ideas, and we kind of need to stop. So this is Blondie of the Follies. It's from 1932. I watched it on TCM. You can watch it on Watch TCM. It's also available from Warner Archive Collection. Let me know what you think. Double it with Unforgettable. I'm hoping to see that this weekend, and I feel like it's going to be a really interesting mix of films. So have a good weekend.